Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Matt, and I'm here with Melissa and our friend Jake, also known as
Jake the Snake Roberts.
Jake the Snake Roberts. And we're going to have a conversation today we can't wait to share with you, just to learn a bit more about Jake and his story, and even learn a little bit more about what it means to have hope, what it means to clean your slate and rewrite your tomorrow. All right, so these are always fun moments for us. We have seen some of your footage through the years. I know that we could talk about your story professionally, but we really want to know who Jake is and how you got to this point of where you are now.
I think Jake is still a young boy, and he's just starting to grow. You know, for years I'd shut down, and I was ashamed of who I was. Couldn't stand myself, and it was so hard because you're going out in front of millions of people and performing, and they all love you, and yet inside my mind's saying, "What a piece of crap you are."
Wow.
What about this? What about what your dad did? What about, what happened to you in this situation growing up? And I didn't realize that I had all these things that I'm carrying around hating. And when I got sober, when I decided to do it and really stepped into it and met it head on, the most unbelievable feeling of hope. Something that I had not had in years. Years. I mean, even when I was performing, I still had that piece of me that was so frustrated, so despondent, even suicidal at times. And what confused me was everybody around me loved me to death. But they didn't know me. And I think that little kid has finally started to grow since I got sober. I know that. Now he's probably 17 or 18 and trusting, something that I did not have. I didn't trust myself, so how the hell can I trust you? That's who Jake is.
So some of our viewers may not know who you were and who you are.
Wrestling?
Yeah, so if you could just tell us a little bit about your wrestling days, because you are one of the most famous wrestlers of all time.
Probably.
And you're here telling us your clean slate story and how you rewrote your tomorrow, and that's really the message that we want to share with our audience is, I guess we want to talk about your identity as this huge, famous, recognizable wrestler, but yet inside... Dead.
Yeah.
So the fame, the money, the stature.
None of that helped.
Yeah.
None of that helped. I wrestled for 30 years and achieved more than I ever thought I could. I mean, the things that happened during my career, we set records, 91,000 people in Detroit. This was back before cell phones. To have that many people in an arena, it blew me away. But it didn't make me happy. That's what you search for, isn't it? Is happiness and to be content.
Yeah.
Something that I did not have at all. Even the great years when we were doing WrestleMania after WrestleMania. WrestleMania is a yearly project that they do, and it's on a grand scale. No matter where they do it. They go to Dallas, they had 111,000 people there at a WrestleMania. So to get to one WrestleMania is quite an achievement. But I went to, I think, 8.
Wow.
And, but each time after the show, I'd be sitting in the locker room saying, why can't I feel good? Why don't I feel good? And as soon as I do that, the old memories start coming back. Well, here's why you don't feel good. What about this? What about that? Why did you do that? And then what do? You start, I got to have something to medicate me. I don't want to think about this.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with this right now. You got to deal with it sooner or later. You know, alcohol or drugs doesn't get you anywhere but down. Down.
That's right.
And out.
Mm.
I know whenever I did the first 30 days, I wound up staying with Diamond Dallas Page for over 2 years. That's how long it took for me to get to a point where I felt safe by myself. I mean, I went so far as to cut up my driver's license and not drive because I knew if I got behind the wheel of a car, I'd go someplace I shouldn't. When we first did the thing of me moving in, the first thing we said is, I cannot ever be alone. Because when I get alone, things start happening up here, start taking me to dark places. And the stuff that hurts, the shame, that's a huge one. You know, to hate yourself, to be so ashamed that you don't want to be around anybody.
Yep.
And the first thing that happens when you get alone is, you know, a couple of drinks would probably help. Just one or two. It's never just one or two. You know, that's the lie. But after wrestling for 30 years and still not achieving what I thought was happiness, I took a different road. And I started drinking heavily. And then I got into the pills. And then, of course, cocaine. I call a successful cocaine career. I didn't die.
Yeah.
Because there were times that I should have.
Hey everyone, if you liked that video, check out our next video. Please like and subscribe.